Billy, the longer he stays at 168, the more likely he is to stay there. It's going to be difficult for him to drop those 8 pounds.
Eddie, it's a possibility if Triple G is successful in this fight, that he could get a fight. We'll see a fight with him and Demetrius Andrade.
I think it's a great fight. Demetrius Andrade is a little bit in the same boat as Billy Joe Saunders. Really tricky, very good fighter, tough to beat. So those guys, like for me, Canelo should be fighting Demetrius Andrade. He shouldn't be fighting Kovalev. It's a good fight, but he should be fighting the other champion in the division. But you can't really criticise Canelo Alvarez because his resume is stellar, right? So it's tough to say, oh, you know, you're not fighting. He just boxed Danny Jacobs. He beat him. And he wants to fight Kovalev. Again, that's a tough fight. But for me, if you're not fighting Triple G, which is the fight he should have taken, then you should be fighting Demetrius Andrade.
Arum's saying, based on the comments that Gennady made about Canelo, you know, testing positive for clenbuterol, that he should never give him the fight. What are your thoughts on that?
Bob Arum seems to be being very kind to Canelo.
Right.
Which makes me smell a rat.
What's the incentive?
Don't know. You make your own mind up on that. Maybe there's a move coming up from Bob Arum. Yeah, co-promote, I think. Yeah. But he's being strangely nice to Canelo. So there's a plan behind Bob's madness on that one.
Is Canelo too big to sign? Like, could Bob turn around and sign?
Oh, I believe he's got a promotional deal with Golden Boy, but
doesn't seem like he's happy over there, though, right?
You know, I said to Gennady this morning, having all the control is not always as easy as you think. Like we had it with Joshua. It's hard to get fights. People want to price themselves out. People want to block you. Mandatories are called in, and then before you know it, you're sort of, it's not easy. And I think Golden Boy wanted to make the Gennady Golovkin fight. I think they wanted to deliver that fight for DAZN. But clearly Canelo said, no, not for me right now. I want to fight Kovalev. They missed the boat on the Kovalev fight. Now they've got to wait till Saturday. But if Kovalev loses, or Kovalev doesn't look good, or Kovalev gets injured, they go back to the marketplace where they've already upset a lot of people and say, all right, Demetrius, we'll fight you now. And you turn around and say, well, not at the numbers we discussed before. You know, you've already binned us off. Now let's talk properly. So,
do you think he'll eventually fight Gennady, and he's just delaying it for some reason, or do you think
I think he'll fight him when he decides he wants to fight him? I think that's more what it's about. It's about, you don't tell me who to fight. I'll tell you who I'm fighting. You know. But the fact is the best fight in boxing that can be made right now is still Canelo against Triple G, in my opinion. If Gennady looks good on October 5th, the fans are going to want that fight. It's two great fights. The DAZN are going to want that fight, and both fighters have an obligation to deliver subscribers for DAZN. That's the fight that does it. So from Gennady's, he's all in, you know.
Hey Eddie, is it safe to say that the winner Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua faced Pulev is saying that he's going to force?
You got Pulev, you got